What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm here in my home gym with my favorite pre-workout stack, and we're stacking hyperloaded and desk reloaded because today I'm doing triceps and rear delts, which I realize might be a little bit unconventional, but that is how I program and that is how I train. So let's load up with a full scoop of hyperloaded. The hyperloaded is the product that's gonna give you that pump feeling. It's gonna pump up your muscles. It's a vasodilator. And then Dust Reloaded, which I'm in love with. This is their new formula with the hydration component, which I'm absolutely in love with because you guys know I live in sunny Myrtle Beach and the humidity is extreme. So a little extra hydration formula is amazing and I definitely feel it. So if you're looking for a pre-workout stack, make sure you use my code KGRAMSFB at blackstonelabs.com. But for now, let's get into triceps and rear delts. All right, so I'm starting with rear delt flies. I'm gonna hit 10 reps here, and then I'm gonna go into alternating rear delt flies. So this is gonna be alternating, but it's a burnout. So it's as many reps as I can get. And then we're gonna go right into tricep extensions from here. All right, gonna load up. And I'm gonna go start with 12 reps here. This is gonna taper down. Well, I already feel the pre-workout just hit. I got a tiny bit of tingle. That's kind of the nice thing about the Dust Reloaded. It's the Reloaded that gives you that tingle, but it's like ever so subtle. It's not like super intense. I'm gonna load up the weight and go into the next round. All right, same rep scheme here. This one's not gonna change. I like to sit all the way on the edge of the bench when I do these, so then the dumbbells can get right underneath, so I don't limit my range of motion. So the dumbbells are meeting at the bottom. Starting to feel pumped up already. Last one. Okay. All right, and then my tricep extensions are gonna go down by 2, so I'm gonna hit 10 reps. So I'm gonna go up in weight here. Trying to keep my elbows, I tell my clients this all the time, I always wanna see your elbows pinched nice and close to your sides, not flaring out. Really hit that tricep. And when you get to the bottom, extend. All right, back to rear delt. Here we go. What I do find a lot of times is people start to sit up on these, and keeping my feet out a little bit further keeps me down. So I keep trying to keep my chest pressed up against my thighs. These get harder and harder with each set. I only went up on the second set. This set I stayed the same because the fatigue starts to really set in. And it's only my first superset. But you can see, I can feel myself starting to sit up. I don't want to do that. So as soon as my form starts to go, I call it. Going up again here. So this is where it's going to get a little different. So I'm going to 8 reps here. My last set is going to be 10 reps. The challenge is going to be on my last set, even though that was a struggle, I want to try and keep that weight where it's at for the set of 8. All right, last set here. So if you're trying this, like I said on the last one, when you feel like your form is starting to go south, like you feel like you're starting to sit up, call it. You should be okay with the first set of 10, but it's this alternating that you'll really start to feel it, and you'll start to feel yourself come up. And that's okay if you have to call it. I'm kind of getting there now. Okay. All right, last set here. So we're gonna see, the goal is 10 reps. If my form starts to go, I'll call it. But I'm gonna stay at the same weight that I went for on the 8. Now, if you find that your 8, you could have gone heavier, definitely up it. 6, 7, 2 more. Okay. Whew. All right, done with this, on to the next. Same rep scheme here. So I'm gonna do a face pull. So I'm gonna be here on the incline, and we're gonna do incline skull crushers. So right here, you can see I grab the handles and then I'm turning out to activate, and I'm pulling into my face. So my fists are coming to eye level, really accentuating that top of the delt. Like I said, same rep scheme. I love these, especially leaning back. You can do these standing up, you can do these laying down, but I really like them with the incline. So I have my bar all set, ready to go. And I'm going for 12 here too. I think the incline also makes skull crushers a little bit more challenging. Than if you were laying all the way down. However, if you're new to working out, maybe don't start with an incline skull crusher. So we're gonna up the weight and go for a set of 10 now. Saddle up. I'll definitely feel the weight on this one. I like to give it a little pause too at the top. Really feel the flexion on the muscle. So for me, this is very different from what I used to do at CrossFit, where you used to go as fast as possible and try and get the workout done. Now that I'm focusing a lot on bodybuilding, there's still a place for that CrossFit type mentality, and I do it a lot with my clients in like their warm-ups. But with this, you want to feel that muscle. That mind muscle connection is everything when you're isolating. One more. I'm gonna load up the weight on this and go heavier for my next set because we're going to 8. All right, we went up on both exercises. I'm going for 8 here. And then we're gonna do 8 on the triceps. And then, I don't know, I might even go up 2 more on this for the last set. I feel like I still have a little bit left in the tank as my form's not really going, so I might actually go up on the set of 10. Oh, this definitely feels heavier. All right, going for 8. Here we go. I might stay here on my last set. One more. All right, I'm gonna go up here and we're gonna hit our last set. All right, I'm gonna say 8 to 10, but preferably 10. Ooh, this definitely feels heavy. Kind of the nice thing about being in the seat, you can lock your feet in on the bench. 4, done. Still getting a nice pause on this. I'm happy I went up. There's my 8. Never be afraid to go up in weight. Even if I had only gotten 8 or 9 reps on this, I'm still challenging myself. My delts feel pumped. All right, last set of 10 here, and then on to the next superset. 3 more. Last one. Okay. Oh, that was sketchy. All right, next superset. So this is gonna be a different rep scheme than everything else was to this point. So I'm going 10 here for 4 sets. Last one. And then we're gonna go 8 to 10 here. So with this, you wanna stand as close as you can to the bar. Keep that bar nice and close. If you bend over too far, it hits your back. And if you come up too high, you're hitting that front. So kind of in that kind of middle ground with this. I'm gonna go up on this, that felt pretty easy. All right, same thing here, 10 reps. Just targeting the triceps a little bit different with this. So we're gonna burn out your rear delts on the next set. It's gonna be nasty, but right now, just some heavy working sets here. All right, so finding that middle ground. With this, I'm going nice and slow. So it hits the back of that shoulder. Like I said before, it doesn't have to be fast. Nothing has to be fast. Slow and controlled. I'm sweating. Thank God I had that hydration formula, am I right? I find that these, it's a little bit easier to keep your elbows pinned in versus the rope. Whew. You'll notice too, with all my sets, the break time is literally just walking to the next exercise. like my heart rate, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera. Like I'm almost at 150 and I'm training upper body. To me, that's like ridiculous. Like that's high for upper body. But it's moving with intent. This is my last set here. So if you're following along, it should be pretty easy for you to keep up with my pace. If you pause the video to load up your reps or load up your weight for your next superset, it should be pretty easy for you to keep up with my pace. All right, last set on these. Grip's going a little bit. All right, here we go. Ooh, that feels spicy. With these two, I'm pinning my shoulders back so I'm not lifting with my triceps. You can see the difference in that movement. So rotated back versus here. I don't know what number I was on. It's okay. I'm pumped. Okay. So last set, last superset, one of my favorites. Probably gonna end up going pretty light on this, but your rear delt flies, we're gonna do a double, and then we're gonna do like we did with the rear delt flies on the dumbbell. We're gonna alternate and really feel that pump. This is gonna be my last superset here. So if you made it this far, you're probably really pumped up. So we're gonna go 10 here. With this, I have a slight bend in my elbow. A lot of times people will come out and extend. We wanna really focus on that rear delt. And then we're gonna go alternating. You'll notice too, when I do my alternate, I'm holding the non-working arm out. So I'm in constant flexion the whole time. You'll start to feel either burnt out or pumped up. That's your cue to stop. All right, next exercise, this is gonna stay at 12 reps. So nice, easy into your triceps here. I like knees together. So if I need to give myself a little bit of a dip and drive at the end, I can. Here we go. And one more. I love my center mass bells. They're so comfortable to lift with. Coming right back in here. My delts are so fatigued right now. I literally have one plate. Usually I can do 2 or 3 on this. 2 is usually safe, but right now, 1 is enough. 5 are done. 2 more. 1 more. And we go right in. Okay. Whew, I'm fatiguing already. It's one of my favorite delt exercises though. You can also get a little bit of extra pump going if you kind of hold that last rep for an extra couple seconds. I love that. All right. After this, 2 rounds are done. Halfway. One more. Ooh. I think it starts to get a little bit of a struggle there. My next set, I can give myself a little bit of bounce out of the hole. Oh man, they are definitely pumped up. Not increasing the weight here. Really trying to keep that form. If you have the ability to do these in the mirror, you definitely kind of notice the symmetry. That might be all I have. We're burning. One more round after the tricep extensions and we are done. Nothing after this. Definitely throw in the comments below what you think training rear delts and triceps together. Most of my programming is odd like that. Like yesterday's workout was quads, biceps, and core. And it doesn't get any funkier than that. I don't know what else is funkier than that, but my clients love it. So, okay, last set. You'll notice here too, I have 1 foot forward on this last set. I'm starting to feel fatigued, and I feel like when I stagger, it gives me a little bit more support and control so I can really focus on those delts. So while I get into this last set of singles, I'm curious, if you stuck around this long, what was the first video that you saw, if you can think back, on my channel? If this is your first video on my channel, welcome. I'm curious to see what your first video, what brought you to Kristen Graham on YouTube. Was it breast augmentation? Was it the fitness videos? Was it a strongman competition? Was it boating? There's a lot to think of. And I'm curious, what brought you here? And thank you for subscribing. So this is my last exercise, last few reps here. I hope you guys like this video. Like I said, I went set to set. You're seeing everything here. So if you decide to do this workout, you can literally do it right here with me if you pause in between each superset. Hope you guys like this video. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.